Hi, I'm Mark Bickley, and as we count down to tonight's crucial clash with the Giants, welcome to The Crows Show, brought to you by Hungry Jack's new pulled pork and Angus Grill Masters. In today's show, we salute a club champion and former captain as he celebrates a career milestone. And some call him the magician, others simply Ranks. His opponents call him something else. When Rory Sloane breaks through the banner at Adelaide Oval in a few hours, he'll become the 10th Crows player to chalk up 250 games. Ever since he joined the club as a scruffy-haired teenager with pick 44 in 2008, we've followed his journey to elite status. Rory is universally respected across the AFL, admired by his teammates and loved by the fans.
Probably less ego, strip the role back and go, well, I've just accepted there's a new role, probably less game time, less midfield minutes than ever, but the benefit of that is you feel so much fresher, and when I do come on, it's like, I feel like I'm having more impact than probably what I have in the past. The best example, I feel like one of my better games this year, I reckon I had 14 touches, and it was against Brisbane, but impact felt like it was super high, and I've always been a player that I've thrived on those defensive efforts, and that was probably a game where I thought it clicked altogether, but people probably look at a stat sheet, I suppose, more so. So it's been about stripping that back for me and just controlling what I can control and keep things really simple, and go out there and enjoy footy. For me, it's been more the people you learn off. I think over the years, I've certainly learnt lots, and you take the best bits of people. I certainly have taken the best bits of people, or the parts where you go, oh, I see what they do here, I want to play footy like that, or here's what they do in preparation to play footy. And I was lucky. I came in with Simon Goodwin, Andrew McLeod, Tyson Edwards, three of the absolute greats of this footy club, and I was able to learn off those few guys in the first couple of years. And people have always said, oh, you're just a positive person, but I think that's a choice. That's been a choice for me. Is like I'd much rather live life with that sort of outlook on life, and that sort of take is like, how do you handle situations? You normally have two choices, and for me, I'd rather choose that option of, all right, I can't do much about that now, but how can I attack life from that point onwards? And see the kids run around with Texas kids, and little Carter Miller as well. For me, just looking down after the Kangaroos game, looking down, we got the boys all lined up, arm in arm, inside the circle. For me, I couldn't stop smiling. I'm like, that for me is what footy's about. And I probably had that realisation, or that moment when rehabbing from the knee, I'm like, well, if I get back and get back to the type of footy I want to play, I want to be able to share it and make the most of every moment, especially in the last year of contract. I was like, no matter what, just enjoy every moment and celebrate with your friends and family and the people you want to. Belinda and I, we've fallen in love with South Australia too. This footy club won, yes, but then we've been fortunate enough just to be able to, enjoy and discover so many parts of South Australia that we love. So her support for myself and my career and football career, which can be selfish at times, but her support's been incredible. Yeah. She's been a huge part of why we've probably stayed here and why we've been able to enjoy this place so much.
Now, among the many tributes to Rory this weekend, the Crows Show has come up with a special one of its own. Sporting legends are often remembered in bronze, stone, or even marble. Well, we thought Rory deserved something even better.
Hey mate, I'm Rory. Connor, nice to meet you, mate.
Lego model.
Gee whiz! Wow, pretty impressive.
I've lost count of the amount of hours, but it's been a project over about 4 years or so. This is about 30,000 pieces. The oval's probably the centerpiece of the whole build. It's one of the standouts, especially with the lights. It sort of glows as it does in the real city. It stands out. Brixpo at the St Clair Recreation Centre in Woodville. It's run by the Southern Bricks Users Group, and it's basically Lego fans and builders from all around the state, country. We're hoping that it will sell out again and have a great year this year again. So the show is on the 15th and 16th of July on the Saturday and Sunday from about 9 till 5.
I mean, I'm a massive Lego fan growing up, but there is no way I could have ever built anything like this. So there'll be a fight, definitely, between Sonny and Bodie, absolutely, but Dad gets to keep this one, I reckon. I never wanted any statues or bronze, I just wanted to be a Lego man growing up, or a little Lego man, so finally made it.
At least it's a memento for his kids. Stay with us. After the break, a midwinter getaway in the Barossa mixes footy with fun.
Some round 17 action. Essendon and Adelaide at Marvel Stadium. Scintillating first half of football. 19 goals scored, 12 of those to Essendon.
Riley, hold the meter.
It's a pivotal win for the Bombers.
What we love about you is no one gives up in this room. That is a strength, that is huge. It's something that you've got in you or you don't.
That was a disappointing loss, which makes tonight's game even more important. For me, it all starts at the contest and getting their hands on the ball, because when they do that well, they generally win. The Crows AFLW players have stepped up their training ahead of a new season beginning in early September. To forge even closer bonds within the squad, they spent last weekend in the Barossa Valley, finding time to check out the Crows SANFL game against Centrals. Ebony Marinoff gives us an insider's account of how the weekend unfolded.
Hi guys, welcome to Kapunda. We're here for the AFLW Adelaide Crows pre-season camp. Doc has kept a few things up his sleeve, so we're a little bit intrigued to see what unfolds in the camp, but we've got a talent show tonight, so I can tell you that. Just finished our main session. Still cold today. It was a beautiful training session. We had lots of games. We did a lot of running. We did a relay, and I think green took it out. My team's pink. We go third, but consistency is key. We're about to head into the gym, and then we're going to lawn bowls.
Within hours of the camp ending, Ebony and 7 of her teammates were in Melbourne cheering on the Adelaide Thunderbirds as they won their first Super Netball title by 1 goal over the Sydney Swifts in an extra time thriller. Congratulations to everyone at the T-Birds on the fantastic achievement. It was certainly a heartstopper and capped off a brilliant season. Defender Matilda Garrett has a Crows connection, currently spending time in the sports science fitness area on her work experience. Hopefully the win re-establishes the T-Birds as a force in Australian netball for years to come. Make sure you secure your AFLW membership as the Crows strive for their 4th flag in 7 seasons. And don't forget, AFL memberships are still available. It might be the only way you can secure a ticket for the Round 20 Showdown Clash. Join the Crows family today at crowsmembership.com.au. Now, performance that matches expectation. It's a heavy burden to carry for many new players. But the mercurial Izak Rankine has relished the pressure. We'll hear from him shortly.
He's born another one. Meantime, Rankine! Inside, little half throw, Rankine. He doesn't need much room at all.
it's been amazing. Obviously it's school holidays at the moment. It's good to see all our fans, all the young kids come out here and support us, cheering us on, and no, it's been so good to see them here. So obviously we do our training, and you know, they'll support us, and after training we go around and interact with them, sign some stuff, and sort of just say hello. So no, it's great to see them here.
Welcome back. Few players can arouse as much excitement among the fans as Izak Rankine in full flight. The 23-year-old was a key recruiting target at the end of last season, and he's repaid the club with some outstanding performances already. To help us learn more about Izak, Ben Keys caught up with him for a coffee catch-up thanks to Jack's Cafe at Hungry Jack's.
Hey guys, we're back in the Jack's Cafe corner with Keezy. Got an absolute superstar with me today, but firstly, just want to thank Hungry Jack's for their ongoing support of the footy club. We appreciate what you guys do. And here he is, the superstar, Izak Rankine. Welcome to the show, mate.
Thanks, Keezy. Thanks for having me.
How have you found your first season, mate? Crossing from the Gold Coast Suns, you've had an instant impact, fan favourite already. How's it been?
Yeah, it's been good. Pretty smooth transition, moving back home. You know, got good people at the club like yourself. Made it a lot easier for me to transition over here, and a club that I always grew up supporting, so that makes that all a little bit more special.
Yeah, how's that difference been? You obviously played at the Gold Coast Suns first and foremost. You know, I'm from Queensland, so I know that footy's not the biggest market up there, not the biggest sport. How have you found the differences in lifestyle and also just in footy culture? Yeah,
obviously living in the Gold Coast is pretty cool. Always nice and warm, but in the footy aspect, like you said, not too many supporters over there. You know, they're a bit of if you're winning, they'll jump on the bandwagon, but if you're losing, then they drop off. But coming back home, you know, everyone loves footy here. It's a footy state. The supporters here at the club have been, you know, really special. And every time you run out of Adelaide Oval, you hear the big roar and stuff. And even pre-game and post-game, the supporters, you know, up and about everything. So yeah, it's been pretty cool to experience that atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Probably perfect segue into my next question. You've only been here a short amount of time, having a big impact though, but what's been your favourite Crows moment so far?
So far, probably my favourite Crows moment would be the first showdown this year, where we actually beat them. I think, yeah, just growing up as a young kid, watching the showdowns and going to a few showdowns myself, just knowing, you know, the rivalry that, you know, comes with it, and to be able to play my first one and win my first one like that was pretty cool and good feeling. Yeah.
Kicked, was it 4 goals that night in the showdown?
Yeah, kicked 4.
Do you reckon you were robbed of a showdown medal? We won't show Jordan Dawson this.
Oh, look, it was pretty close, but yeah, Jordan obviously played a good game as well. You know,
could have gone either way. I reckon you were electric that night.
Even Riley Thilthorpe, so.
Yeah, and Thilthorpe as well. Ranks, thanks for coming on, mate. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Keezy.
With just over 60-odd games under his belt, the best of Izak Rankine is still to come. Now, the Crows SANFL team is well placed to have a big impact in the finals. That win over Centrals in the Barossa consolidated their position in the top 3. But the bigger test comes in a few minutes against the top place Glenelg. Bendigo Bank helps us look at the respective strengths of both sides.
The challenge of Glenelg, I don't know where you start. They've got a really well-balanced team. They're good behind the footy with height, and also their run. Their midfield's as good as there is in the SANFL, and obviously their forward line, if one doesn't get you, the other one tends to get you. So, you know, we're going to have to be on in all areas. Clearly, we gave them a really good run for their money down there not that long ago. I think we were up at three-quarter time or close to. They got over the top of us in the end, but yeah, I think it'll be a really strong game. We were disappointed with the end of last year. Clearly, we felt we were good enough to at least play in a grand final, maybe not win it, you don't know. Grand finals are grand finals, but yeah, that's sort of been sitting in the back of our mind the whole year, and you know, hopefully the AFL can, you know, push forward now and play some finals. That would be wonderful for our footy club, but if not, you know, hopefully we can and sort of continue with the experience for these young players. And the balance between winning and developing is always a challenge, but I look at it really simply. If you play well as a team, individuals play well, and that's going to give them the best chance to play AFL footy. So if we can come together and play a team game, every individual plays well and then they get their chance. So we certainly play to win, but there's moments in games where we have to be very mindful of our development. So whether that's where a player is playing or the way we want to play, it's not always the way that you would play, but it certainly doesn't mean we don't want to win. It just means we have to make adjustments.
In a few hours, of course, the Crows take on the Giants, and there's one player in particular who spells trouble for the home side. We'll check him out shortly.
Crows Radio Show.
Fantastic to be here on this Sunday morning, mate. All things going really well. Excited for a big show.
Mate, rugged up as well. We've got the Crows jacket on, the Crows beanie.
Join myself, Sauce and Tomo, on the Crows Radio Show every Sunday morning, live from 9 till 10 on Triple M. And if you missed the show, download it for free on the Listener app. That's LISTNR.
Last week, Riley Thilthorpe celebrated his 21st birthday, a time to reflect on his rapid football journey from a gangly ruckman with the Goodwood Saints to the elite company of the AFL. Today, Jones Radiology helps us get a clearer picture of what Riley gets up to away from the game.
Hey guys, Riley Thilthorpe here, and here are 3 things I like to do away from footy. The first one is travel. Here's a photo. There's about 8 of us who went to Bali at the end of the year last year. Nice to get away and sort of disconnect from footy, and yeah, we're playing the next one now, so hopefully this year's gonna be just as good. The next one that keeps me quite busy is my English staffy named Willie. He's about 6 months old, just been desexed, so he's got the big cone on the head and he's feeling a bit sorry for himself at the moment, but yeah, he keeps my hands pretty busy, tearing up beds, digging holes, you know, all the good stuff that we love from puppies. So yeah, he keeps me pretty busy. I like to walk him at least, you know, once a day or once every couple of days. He's pretty active at the moment, so he needs to get out and yeah, exercise a bit. Third one is I love my golf. This is a photo from when Liv came to Adelaide. It's my selfie with Phil Mickelson. Unfortunately, I missed him and he was turned away walking about 20 metres away from me, but I got a selfie with the back of his head, so that was pretty cool. Thanks for watching, guys. That's what I like to get up to away from footy. Go Crows.
Adelaide will need to improve on its recent record against the Giants of 3 straight losses if it's to continue its late season push to the finals. And one player looms as the biggest threat, the Green Machine. Last year at Adelaide Oval, Toby Green booted 4 first-half goals as the Giants recorded a resounding win. With the help of Flight Centre, let's explore why Green is one of the game's most dangerous players.
Launching from the side is Toby! Toby Green, the smallest man in the pack.
You only see him on the field, and he's, you know, obviously a very good player, very aggressive player, and you almost say a bit of that white line fever. But meeting him in person, he's a really nice guy, really calm guy, down to earth guy. You know, helps out the young boys, and yeah, it's been good to see. Obviously, his leadership growing. Now he's a captain of that footy club. He's a guy that he's going to lead, you know, by example first and foremost. He's someone who you know you want to go out there and follow, and those boys, you know, I know look up to him an incredible amount and really want to follow him. As soon as he sort of crosses the line, whether that's training or games, he goes just as hard in both of them. So it's no surprise that he pulls those things out in games, because he does it at training all the time. He loves to compete, and that's probably one of his biggest strengths. I think he's the best. Yeah, in terms of how he plays too, like he can get it done on the ground, but he plays bigger than he is too. Like you'd think he's almost 6'4" the way he plays. So there's not many sort of small, medium types that can do what he does in the air.
One of Adelaide's young defenders will certainly have his work cut out tonight. Okay, now it's time to find our face in the crowd. If you take a photo of yourself or a friend at one of our games and post it to social media, make sure you use the hashtag WeFlyers1. Once again, plenty of faces to choose from. Let's settle on you. Please email faceinthecrowd@afc.com.au with photo ID to claim your prize of 2 tickets to Toyota's exclusive Hilux Hill at Adelaide Oval. Toyota, of course, have supported the Crows from the very beginning. And each week on the show, they're asking you to supply your favourite footy highlight from your local match or league. This week, we're at the SA Country Championships in the Barossa, where Eastern and Central contested both men's and women's finals. Eastern took out the men's title and Central the women's. Remember, if you record a highlight or special moment from your local competition, simply email your entry to crowshow@afc.com.au to be in the running to win a Crows merchandise pack. As we wrap up the show, a reminder, the club's website has all the latest news, and check out the social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Thanks for your company, and I look forward to joining you again next Sunday at 2 o'clock on 7 before we take on the Demons. Stand by for the SANFL clash with Glenelg, and later, the big one against the Giants. Bye for now, go the Crows. This show was brought to you by Hungry Jack's new pulled pork and Angus Grill Masters.